All right, so you want to complete this Starry Night tutorial, right? So what are the basics that you actually have to do? Let me show you, and I have this set up, I think, as bad as Starry Night could look for you. So I'm going to go through the things that you need to change in order to make this happen. And it's actually pretty easy. Okay. Now, first off, sometimes I notice that people have something about 577 kilometers south of Takoradi, Ghana, and I don't know. That seems weird. Here's the problem. That is 0 degrees out latitude, 0 degrees latitude, longitude. And so what we got to do, first thing is we got to make sure we're looking at it from the right spot. So I would say there's a couple different ways. First of all, you just click on the location here, and then you probably don't have view from Kinzers. That's something that I have saved. But what you can do is click view from, and there's a couple ways to do this. One way is to actually find a city, and even let's see, Lancaster. No, they only have, no, they don't. Even that is not going to be able to be found. Let me see if they have Kinzers. Oh, I have Kinzers saved. I don't think you do. So let me do it this way. Easier way, map. You could just click right around here. Oh, look at that. East of Atlantic City. That's about us. That's the easiest way. You could click view. Or you could look up your latitude and longitude. Don't need to do that. Or you could do the zip code. You have to select the country, United States. 17535 is our zip code, and view. So you can do any one of those options. You don't need to do them all. Just pick one of them. You could either, my suggestion, either click somewhere there. That gets you around about the right area. This gets you a little more accurate. So click view, and it's going to do this whole spaceship thing. You can just click spacebar. Oh, I don't know why it's pointed down. Spacebar. And there you are. Now we're in Kinzers. All right, so now we have a good view, because the view from Ghana is going to be different from the view from wherever you were born, unless you were born in Ghana. Now, all right, so we changed the location. Next thing, quick thing. Some people, you might see this up by the time, you might see Universal Time, UT. Okay, you don't want that. What you want is, if you click here on the burger, you can unclick Display Universal Time. Right? And it should have you at your right, the correct time zone. If not, you can go back to location and go back to view from, and in there, in the latitude, longitude, you can change the time zone, but it should be automatically there. Okay, that's set up. Okay, moving on. Got the location. Now, the first thing I ask you to do is set it to 10 p.m. So there's two ways to change the time. One is to just click on the minutes and hold and then drag forward and backward. Okay? Now, you're not really seeing anything here because we're looking northwest. Let's look more toward the south. Okay. Oh, you know, let's see. I think I have the sun turned off. That's a good thing. We'll skip. We'll get to that. But what you want to do is you can either go like that, or what you can do is just type it in. 10, and oh look, it says PM. Some people, you might need to switch the PM to AM just by clicking on it. No big deal. And so now you have a beautiful dark sky. So the next question is, well, okay, I have the right time, I have the right location. How do I actually get the constellations up here? You're going to want to look at this little burger right here. Okay? When you click on that, a whole bunch of options come up. And the first, well, not the first one, but one down here is constellations. So if you click on that, the sidebar comes up, and you get a whole list. Don't worry about the list. Scroll down until you see the display options here. Okay? And in the display options, you'll see a bunch of different options. Play around with them and see what works, but I usually like to have labels and stick figures. And oh, there we go. We've got the labels and stick figures available for us to see. And that's That's pretty nice. I like it. All right, so that's a constellation. So now you can talk about constellations the night you were born. Oh, I forgot to mention you might want to change the date. Let's see, mine is May, so I can type in 5 and get May. I can type in 31st. I can type in, or I can click and drag back to, oh boy, or I can use the up and down arrows. There we go, 1983. And here we go. I have the right time, right date, right location, got constellations. Last thing is we need to show the planets that are up there. So, again, you click on that little burger, okay, and you find planets. And you'll see, again, a whole bunch of these. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. You should see this display options, and you'll see planets and moons. One, click the toggle switch to turn it on. And also in here, you will see if you hold it over planets and moons, click on that. And there are a lot of options here that I have set for myself, but for you, I would very highly recommend hitting label only planets brighter than, and then set the magnitude. I have it for 4.56. You can probably do other ones, but this way you can only see the brightest planets: Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. Because on the night you were born, you couldn't see any of the other planets without a telescope. So, label and make it 4.56. That'll do exactly what you need it to do. And there, oh, look at that. The night I was born, there you go. You notice that we've got Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus up in the night sky. And you can talk about Leo, that constellation up there, all kinds of things. All right. Last thing you need to do is take a screenshot. Okay. As far as a screenshot goes, I usually do Command Control Shift 4. Okay. And then I get this. Make sure that when you do the screenshot that you actually get the date and time in there as well. Okay? If you don't have the date and time, I got to take a point off. So, actually, you might want to do Command Control Shift 3. I think that puts it on your desktop, whereas 4 just puts it on your clipboard. So, yeah, there you go. That is everything you need to know in order to get 10 points on this assignment. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions.